In the first 8 days of the month of May, the rainfall was 15 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 0 millimeters, 11 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, 15 millimeters, and 5 millimeters. For the first 8 days of May, write down the modal rainfall. Now, the mode is the number that appears the most. It is the most popular value of the data set. Indeed, for this data set, for this list of numbers, the modal rainfall is definitely 5 millimeters. Why? Because we see that 5 is here, right? 5 is here, and 5 is here. So 5 appears 3 times, and there's no other number that appears more times than 5. And so the modal rainfall is 5 meters because 5 millimeters because that is the data value that appears the most, 5 millimeters. Now, when they say modal, they're referring to the mode, okay? Next, let's move on to this question. It says, for the first 8 days of May, calculate the mean daily rainfall. Now, the mean daily rainfall, in order for us to calculate the mean, we first have to add up all of the numbers and divided by the amount of data values that we have. So we add 15 millimeters, 5, 0, 11, 5, 6, 15, and 5. And then we divide our answer by 8. Now, when we add these numbers, the sum that we get is 62 millimeters. And then we have 62 millimeters divided by 8. So we have 62 millimeters divided by 8. And 62 divided by 8 is definitely 7.75. And so the mean daily rainfall for the first 8 days of May is 7.75 millimeters. Next, our goal is to calculate the median rainfall. Now, the median of a data set is going to be the middle value once the numbers are arranged in order, all right? And so first we arrange these numbers in ascending order. So we have 0, then 5, then 5, then 5, then 6, then 11, then 15, then 15. Next, we have to locate the number in the middle. Now, there could be 2 numbers in the middle. In that case, we have to find the average of the 2 numbers. All right, so let's do it. So that we have 0 connects with 15. All right. And by the way, this is not supposed to be 3 M's. It's only supposed to be 2 M's. So I mean, let's move this. This is, do not include this one. Do not include that M. So we have 0 millimeters, and that connects with 15 millimeters. Then we have 5, and that connects with this 15. And we have 5, and that connects with this 11. And so the 2 numbers that are in the middle are 5 millimeters and 6 millimeters. And so we have to find the average of these 2 numbers. We have to add them and then divide it by 2. So the median is going to be equal to 5 millimeters plus 6 millimeters divided by 2. When we add the 2, we get 11. We have to divide 11 by 2. So 11 divided by 2 is definitely 5.5. So the median rainfall is going to be 5.5 millimeters. Next, it says it did not rain on any of the other days of the month of May. Calculate the mean daily rainfall for the entire month of May. And so, indeed, the month of May has 31 days. It has 31 days. And so in order for us to determine the mean daily rainfall for the entire month of May, we have to add up all of the rainfall, all of the amounts of rainfall for each of the 31 days, add them all up, and then divide that by 31. And so for the first 8 days, right, we have 15, then 5, then 0, then 11, then 5, then 6, then 15, then 5. And then for the rest of the entire month of May, it didn't rain. So that means the daily rainfall is going to be 0, millimeters. So we have 0 millimeters of rain because it didn't rain. So it's going to be 0 of all these zeros, right? And so because it didn't rain. And so what that means is that we have to add up all of these numbers and then divide it by 31. And so when we add them up, we have 15 plus 5 plus 0 plus 11 plus 5 plus 6 plus 15 plus 5 plus all these zeros, and that gives us 62 millimeters. Next, we have to divide that by 31 because there are 31 days in the month of May. And so when we divide them, we get 2 millimeters. 61 millimeters divided by 31 is going to be 2 millimeters. So that means that the mean daily rainfall for the entire month of May is 2 millimeters. And that's the answer to our question.